Our next session is an expert talk on growth of private label market and its cost effectiveness from the manufacturer's perspective by Ms. Vrushali Borade, exporter at Everest Pharma. A dynamic entrepreneur and global advocate for premier herbal and Ayurvedic solutions, she specializes in exporting high quality nutraceuticals, pet care products, and wooden goods. With expertise in addressing global health and lifestyle needs, she provides customized solutions aligned with modern consumer demands. Her vision and commitment to quality empower global markets with sustainable, holistic offerings. Let's welcome her with a warm round of applause. Thank you, Ms. Vrushali, for coming here. May I invite her? Please welcome her with a round of applause. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Vrushali, and welcome you all here for this session today. Thank you for coming. And I am looking, as Sir told you all, that I look after the exports for herbal products. So we are into manufacturing of Ayurvedic medicines, herbal cosmetics, nutraceuticals. We export mainly to Taiwan, Mauritius, and UAE. That's our forte basically in aqueous liquid manufacturing for third parties, and also the turmeric tablets, the single herb tablets on there, all that stuff. And yeah, the contract manufacturing right now has had an extensive growth, and it is seen to increase day by day due to the manufacturing infrastructure costs that we are facing every day, and the challenges that are being faced not only due to the range of wages that are escalating every day, but also besides the cost of procuring the new technology that is increasing day by day, and with the income of digital technology and AI, though it is becoming easier, it is also expensive at the same time. So contract manufacturing is very essential for people who are looking for private labels, and especially the commercial aspect of it in terms of commercially producing the product. When it comes to the commercial aspect of it, the manufacturing units have different technologies imbibed in their manufacturing units, which help in terms of the homogenizers, the mixers, which are at a grand scale basically. And when you produce the same products in a lab, the output is different than the commercial units that they produce. So the quality of the products that you receive from a commercial manufacturing unit is quite different, and the effectiveness of those products is also found differently. Also, when it comes to scalability of a private label, the private labels do not have to think twice when the sales have increased. They can just go back to the manufacturer and tell them, okay, my size has doubled and I just need these numbers. He has all the requirements in place, and he helps you get the required numbers for the private labels to be manufactured basically. Also, there's another aspect why contract manufacturing is very important, not only from the price point but from the legal aspect also, where a lot of legal complications are handled by the manufacturer only. The private label doesn't have to break his head on it. Basically, he independently handles all the regulatory parts of it, liaising with the government agencies, the non-government agencies, the licensing authorities, especially the ISO requirements, the audits that keep happening every quarter, and the changing regulations. The regulatory aspects are becoming very complex and complicated due to US and WHO compliances, which makes the private label very easier for to just procure rather than invest his time in managing all these aspects of it. He can manage his resources, then his time basically, and energies in very proper manner in just marketing his product, rather than into putting his efforts in the manufacturing and the resources in procuring the machineries basically, which are upgrading every day. And the cost of manufacturing units are also increasing day by day. If you think about it right now, also lately, 3 years back we started one project. Another project we have started in Khed Shipapur, which is 10 times bigger than our existing unit. So the prices have escalated to about 30% than what we were. So on an average, the escalation in terms of monies for putting up a manufacturing unit at this current point of time is about 12% per annum. So the costs are literally very huge. And basically, even if private labels normally have a lot of fears in their mind that, oh, my product may be copied by the manufacturer and he may give it to somebody else. But to be very honest, from the manufacturing end, I would not say that, because when the private label is manufacturing that product, it is at a very small scale and you're doing it in a lab basically. So the processes that you're following basically of manufacturing that product in a lab and at a commercial unit are completely different. So I would appreciate those people who are looking into doing private labels. I'll really appreciate for them to come and see the manufacturing units, how the systems run. So the fears of people copying their products or just the ingredients on it, that is not the case. Actually, the process or the steps also of mixing a particular ingredient may give you a different output completely, in herbs especially. It may not, I am not aware about the non-herbal production, so I'm not an expert in it or an authority to speak about it. But I think, and other aspects of actually ensuring that your products are not being copied is, of course, by contracts. So somebody who is very good in contracting can get a contract done from them about your intellectual property rights, where your trademarks should be registered, that's saying that your brands are being licensed to them just for this product to be manufactured and given to you for private labeling, and copyrights are there in that. And if you have a process or a product which is patented, that is more so good. Again, the patent design can be filed by somebody who is looking after a different packaging of the entire product, which will also give you a long run in the market itself, rather than just talking about the manufacturing being a process being copied or a product being copied by somebody. So these are some of the measures that you can, or precautions that you can take care when you are going for a third party manufacturer for your private labels being manufactured for them. And yes, there's another important issue also about private labels. Private labels do not know the packaging and labeling norms that the Legal Metrology Act has provided. And anytime a case will be filed on the marketing agency, normally the cases are not filed on the manufacturer, because the private label is the person who will be responsible, or the company will be responsible for this. And the manufacturer ensures that the labels are being up to the mark and they fulfill the requirements that are laid down by the agencies, the government agencies, or the Legal Metrology Act. And I think, yeah, that helps basically the private label to just concentrate on his job rather than taking care of the other part of it. Because besides marketing, manufacturing and production of the entire product is a whole different game altogether, which is not everybody's cup of tea. But I would really appreciate those who are having intentions or have a willingness to get a private label done to come and visit the manufacturing units, so that you understand the nitty-gritties of what happens behind the manufacturing of a single product. We think that it is a small product packaged and that comes to us directly, but there are a lot of legalities which have to be passed. There are records which have to be maintained. The paperwork is too much. Though we are not up to the mark of the requirements of US FDAs or WHO GMPs, we don't have to follow. Ayurvedic licenses have a little stringent, less stringent norms to follow. But definitely there's a lot of paperwork, and Ayurveda is a science where you need to understand from a human perspective. It cannot be feeded and said that, okay, if it follows all these norms, then it will fulfill the things. But it is a very human-based thing where you have to feel it with your five senses and understand So in Ayurveda or herbal industry, for contract manufacturing, you have to see it personally and feel it rather than just be dependent on machineries or AI or digital things to take care of it independently. So that is all I would like to say, and if anybody has questions, we can take it later on. And I would like Dr. Patki to come here and take it up. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Vrushali Borade, for your inspiring words and all the experience you have shared from the manufacturer's perspective.